Guys, Saturday. What are we looking at today? Well, of course, you get an insight to some of these called the intro title. But I stopped over at Keyport, which this was not there a week ago. So we just spent the last 4 reviews taking a bomb apart. Now we've put the bomb all back together. Prairie Artisan Ales Bomb, an Imperial Stout aged on coffee, cocoa nibs, vanilla, beans, and chili peppers. And, well, let's see, the individual parts for 11.8. And for some weird reason, this one gets 13 when you put it all back together. Yeah, I know. Maybe I need to go to Best Buy and get a better camera. Actually, there's several things that are broken on this one, and my lovely daughter informed me that, I bought you Geek Squad for that. Good point. Here's what would happen to me, though. I'd go up there, and they'd be like, well, we're going to need to send this in and fix it. I could, see, the phone doesn't work all that well. Oh, yeah, and before I forget, in case you catch this, Scott, I just got off the phone with Scott up at Best Buy. People have different experiences, I know, but I tell you, the staff at my local Best Buy, some of the nicest guys. I wanted to be able to, the reason I called up there is I wanted to say thanks. We got our new refrigerator delivered yesterday, and I want to be able to give the names of the guys, so that's going to have to be kind of an upcoming thing, because Scott, who answered the phone, said that he'd check in on it, and then we started, he's getting paid to talk to me, so I just figured I'd just keep talking to him. And by the time it was all over, he knows that the truck needs a new. No, just kidding. But he might be checking out the Brew Review channel. So Scott, thank you for an awesome conversation and awesome service. The boys that came down here to do the refrigerator, I swear to God, I could not have gotten. I don't think I could have gotten a bigger refrigerator. I guess it's possible that dimensionally they're the same this way and width, then it would have been a problem, but I had about a quarter of an inch at its skinniest to get through my back door without actually having to take shit apart. And these two guys had this refrigerator completely disassembled. It has five drawers, two drawers and two doors on the front of it, and electronics and shit, and there was like stuff laying everywhere. So yeah, I'll let you guys know the names of those great guys when they get back to me. But I was talking with Scott. He said he might check this out. So I'll try to be on my absolute best behavior, because I want to make a great impression for someone that might be checking out my channel for the very first time. So bottle cap looks something like this. Mr. Holster's already pissed off because it's gone too long, but I do get an extra like 12 seconds because this is a very good beer. So, sorry, Mr. Holster. I know, Mr. Holster does not start drinking until I am drinking. And we get, looks like 2 fingers of Chuck. Oh, now see. Now this is a little bit different trying to decipher this, but of course because I just broke it down in its individual components. Actually, the first thing, unlike the chili pepper beer, the first thing I'm noticing is actually the peppers. Peppers and a mix of the chocolate and coffee together. But Mr. Holster's pissed off, so let's just cheers. Cheers, guys. you know, the individuals were a good experience. Some regular beer drinking fun, but I like this much better. Overall, the sweetness level of the 4 individuals versus all together is down a little bit, and so is the mouthfeel. And you can see she doesn't get out and stretch on her legs as well as it did in the individuals. Interesting. Yeah, a more subdued sweetness up front. Then I'm getting like baker's chocolate, almost a powdered chocolate kind of flavors. I realize I'm not using it's not like these fantastic descriptions for the chocolate, but it's not as pronounced like in the flat out like cocoa nibs. That was different than what I'm getting on this one. First comment was Ben N. Ben grabbing it from the boys. Second was Ed. Third was Johnny Concho. Oh, and Scott, if you're here, the reason when you click on this video and you went, holy fuck, why the hell is this thing so long? I don't answer the comments in the form of writing them. I answer the comments in the form of reading them out. So these are the comments left on the last brew review. And there's this whole first, second, and third competition thing. And Lunatic Dad, love that intro already. You know, thumbs up, my friend. I will continue watching. Yeah, I'm Lunatic Dad, man. I've been a bad sub of yours. I've missed out on a whole bunch of the live ones, and usually the live ones are pretty damn funny. So cheers, my friend. Thank you, Zeus. 2 Fisting Friday. Like the way you're thinking there. Rich, Fu Master Chew 12, bang, here. Joey Cuz, here before Aunt Keck. Some housekeeping shit. First, got a package in from the ATF Sucks. More goodies for the youth giveaway. I know I need to get more in on that. Hang on, I forgot a prop. No, not that one. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. When I originally showed that Ed had sent the Bushnell TRS, kind of different looking boxes. The different boxes, same thing. The Bushnell TRS, Ed sent one, and I put that on the CZ512 for the giveaway. And Keck, you didn't do shit. ATF Sucks. He was like, kind of felt that the wind had gotten blown out of his sails when that happened, and I was like, dude, don't worry about it because sit, boo boo. Because the other thing in the giveaway is the Beretta, making sure that nobody snuck down here and loaded her up. Oh, and of course, there's a tool required. At the time, this was not here, but I told ATF Sucks not to worry about it because I thought that somebody would enjoy. Hopefully I'm putting this thing on the right direction. Seems how both sides actually look the same on this thing. I told ATF sucks, man. Don't worry about it because you know how cool it would be to put a red dot. Hang on, I have to arm the. I mean, I realize you guys don't really care, but you know, I'm here and I kind of want to see it lit up. What did it say? Oh. It says there's a sticker on the battery, but it must be a clear one. It looks like there may be one on there. On the other hand, it doesn't look like there's one on there. Maybe ATF sucks. Knowing the way he is, I'm sure that he probably wanted to verify that it is functional. So I'm gonna go with either they're messing with you by putting super ass clear. Well, maybe there is something on there. Well, I'll tell you what. I'll worry about that. I think it's in there in the. No, that'd probably be the. Let me double check. Mainly because loaded or unloaded, I really don't like the looks of looking down a loaded pistol. Then we had Ed again. Brew Babe is overdressed, but I wouldn't kick her out of bed for eating crackers. Okay, maybe. Oh, there it is. So where do you think a good spot on a pistol would be? I think right there. It looks in place good right there. Ed, the G20 is looking good. Cheers. Yeah, I just have to get the Midway USA notified me that the extended mag release did ship. And I just need to get the slide back from Mark at JoJo's. Alright, so there. Now we have a red dot on the CZ512 and on the Beretta Neos. So we got the red dot. He sent a Charade folding blade. He has shown this. It is a tourniquet and a holder that you can put onto your rifle. I'll probably put this on the CZ. So you just That way you've got a tourniquet with you at all times. And something I've been meaning to pick up for myself. The Sharp Maker from Spyderco. When I showed ATF Sucks what I use for sharpening my knives, I thought he was... I'm sure there was a gasp sound that actually came from the east. Okay, where were we? Zeus. I have carried a Vetter holster with the G19 for over a year. No complaints here. Love the adjustability. I got the Evil gun color. Well, Zeus, I appreciate your comment, and it's the weekend. I have to say, I do feel a little naked, because normally as soon as it's after hours of work, the G19 or the G22 go into a secret location, Smile Money, and then I carry the FN57. But because of that Vetter holster, my weapon of choice has been the SIG P220. And of course, you know, I care. You know, if a bad guy comes out, I want him to get the very best that I have, and that's the those evil black talons. So yeah, I got the Vetter holster, and love it. I completely forget that I have probably one of the heaviest, other than the Desert Eagle, one of the heaviest pistols. This in the 1006. Disappears on your side. I have it raked forward at least 15 degrees that I prefer. So, you know, I wanted the holster for the gun because I wanted to be able to carry the gun if I want to, but I want to try to carry it as much as possible. And I actually did go into work for a while today, so I was doing a little work on sealing the backsplash on the tile in the kitchen, and then I spent a little over an hour installing hardwood flooring with a pneumatic stapler, and never once, in all honesty, the only thing I've noticed at all, and it's there is a rivet for my pants pocket, my back pants pocket, because I prefer to carry at what I'd call like 3:30, you know, 3:30, 4 o'clock, and there's a rivet directly below the holster for my back, it's either for the top of my back pocket. And I noticed every now and then while I was sitting in the car, that caused a little bit of a pinch point, and all I needed to do is just wiggle my ass a little bit, and it was all okay. So that's like the only thing negative I can say, you know. And it's just an issue of how I have this holster positioned with this particular pair of pants. So, ATF Sucks, thank you. I think that'll be good. I definitely need to get an update video on everything that's because this has only been seen in the form of a picture up until recently. Definitely, I can tell you this. If someone called me and said, hey, I got a really good deal on a Beretta Neos, do you want it? I might pick it up as a giveaway item, but I don't think I'd pick it up for myself. There's something, it's too small of a grip for my girly hands here. And it, for some reason, because of how small it is, it seems like it wants to, my thumb and my hand here want to kind of push it off to the side, and I can't really get the grip that I would want. I think it's a cool looking gun. I mean, it's very clean, and it's also very dry. It needs like, you know, unlike Joey's mom. Don't forget the red dot on. There. So, awesome. A knife, a tourniquet that you can stow away on, well, whatever you want. I mean, you could put this on your med kit, or, like ATF Sucks said, you could put it right onto your rifle. And, yeah, we'll demonstrate that later. We're already at 20 minutes. By now, Scott at the Best Buy is going, what the fuck did I get myself into? Stephen Bush, when I moved a little over a year ago, I took my Mosin stock, broke it in half, trash it went. Wow. You have some, I can tell by the way you worded that, you have some underlying hostility problems. Joey Cuz, you are so mean. Go sit on your D60 and rotate. Far be it for me, Joey, to want to rub salt into that wound. Because, you know, I have the utmost respect for what you go through living in a communist shithole state. So, you know, it's far be it from me to want to do anything. Yeah, let's. Joey, I'm willing to bet you. Hang on. I could probably give you a visual. Yeah. Remember that magazine I showed you? That 10-round magazine was smaller, pretty much the same size as this guy here. So Joey, if I took a bandsaw and cut the neck off of this D60, yeah, you couldn't even own that in New York. Yeah, that's really a bummer. You know, I feel terrible for you. I really do. Hey Joey, have I shown you the 100-round snail drum that I have? That actually, never mind. You don't want to see that one either. So, okay. Oh. Yeah, I would not trust that right there. So I'm gonna set my bottle opener right here. Oh, I got a package. I was gonna move on to this, but hang on. We have the endlessly amusing and always informative comment from My Hollow Point. Hang on a second. Before I get to a comment from My Hollow Point, oh, he's a really special kind of guy. So I'm just gonna go straight on into some of the. You know, I just got done looking at a bottle of this. You know, they certainly don't give this away. So, My Hollow Point, you know how much. We just better leave that out. Yeah. So let's see. Chuck says, the nice part about you and PayPal accounts and family is you can afford to eat a $40 egg roll. Absolutely. Shit, Chuck, I take so much money off the top, it's fucking ridiculous. Hang on, Tardisius. A vegan terrorist? Holy crap. I'm giving up steamed cauliflower until I can get my evil Smith & Wesson 9 exercised and dunked in holy water. Cowbell. Okay. I know it's cowbell because he wrote that on it for me. So, I got a package here from Bulwark 1911. Hedonist. Hedonist. Brooklyn, New York. Purveyors of fine hot sauces. Hot ones. Hey, have you... this was a YouTube videos. This guy, and I don't know what his claim to fame is. He interviews stars. So obviously he's cool enough that famous people are willing to come on the show, and they do hot wings, and they start low on heat levels, and they keep building until the person, I don't know if, either A, gives up, or B, actually makes it all the way to the hottest stuff. And it's actually been a while since I've caught an episode, so I'm not even sure on the scheme of things if this one is, knowing Bulwark, this one's probably one of the nastiest. Caution, take it is a dab and turn hot ones guests and fans alike into shuddering, fire-breathing lunatics. I just happen to have some snack down here. I was stopped at one of my favorite places, and just in case it's really out of control, let's just go for a little dunk. Wow. Oh yeah, she's got some heat. Wow. I cannot read. Yeah, this would be. This would not be the kind of thing you'd put straight onto a chip. Oh yeah, I like it. Just kind of looks you got, looks like a Christmas tree had diarrhea in there. Chocolate Pow Pow? What the hell is Chocolate Pow Pow? Obviously I need to watch more episodes of this. They're usually pretty funny, man. There's been a couple of them. Some of the ones that have made it well, it smells hot, but I guess I'm gonna have to figure out what Chocolate Pow Pow is. Dude, no fucking way. Seriously? Keychain Goes. It's a... See, Scott, this is how this shit happens and how it turns into an hour. A holder so that you can bring your... oh, God. That's when I lost it, Your Honor. So you can put your chilies. You can put your of course I need to take the whatever one I decide to go with first. Oh, and they even think about it, like if you stick this thing in here and realize maybe you shouldn't have stuck that thing in here, you can put something in the bottom and push it out. But this one is the keychain, and Carolina Reaper and Triad Mogra Scorpion, and they both get 5 chilies. And this one is habanero with 4 chilies, and the Bot Gorloka, and that one gets 5 chilies for a heat level. Yeah, that's sweet. Yeah, I'm sure if I got pulled over, they'd wonder what was in the little thing on my side. Bulwark, man, that's awesome. That, dude. I tell you what, man, it's... I'm gonna be doing pizza tonight. Okay, we need to get a move on now. And heck, Ben, and again, well done, Joey. I hope you get diarrhea. Mr. Holster, minute 44. Thank you, sir. See, I failed you tonight. Salty Shellback, I'm in for Jack for a couple bags of pork rinds. Smile Money, I did find the note on the Jack Facebook page and got aboard with a $15 chance. Great effort by all to support Mr. Holster. Absolutely. Yeah, Bulwark, thanks, man. You got my sinuses going. The Facebook page is up. The items are rolling in. I need to get a video. We need to get together because I've already had commitments for other things. There's already going to be a firearm involved in this. But that's what we do. That's what our community, that's what our family does. So, cheers to everyone that's helping and everyone that's getting involved. I mean, you are getting involved if you take, like, Smile Money. $15. He's got his hat in the ring. $15 for every entry for all the stuff that's going to be in there. Sharky, Brew Babe, and Intro Babe are both making me go all mama. Sharky, thumbs up for the safe cowbelling. Don't worry, your painting's over there. I'm waiting for the other one to arrive, and then we can figure out how we're going to, international this. Maybe I could just put it on my carry-on. Smile Money. Just send all the beer girl photos to Ed. He can put them in a slideshow. We can watch the video while listening to your video. Kind of like blog radio. Gillian. Nice sign, Eric. Hope you had a great birthday, my friend. Yes, and yes. Gillian. The gal doing the shooting wasn't a gun lover gal either. Gunwild 1. The picture is much bigger than I thought it was from the picture you sent via Messenger. Yeah, it's a decent size. It's got a, yeah, it's, oh, sorry, Ed, sorry. I mean, it'll fit over here. Personal prints. Personalprints.com. Get your own. Gunwild again. I will see what I can find to throw into the pot for Jack and Mr. Holster. Appreciate that, thank you. Gunwild, continue doing what you do. The brewer reviews are great the way they are. Appreciate that, and thank you. Mr. Holster, bevel the top of the base plate.
Mr. Holster says just bevel the mag bits.
Just wanted to show that it's fully loaded, 15 rounds. Slide obviously is closed. Thank you, Mr. Holster. So, waiting on my extended silver mag release, and I'm waiting for the top of the gun to come back from Mark at JoJo's. Meanwhile, it is functional. I mean, meanwhile, it's, you know, basically my stock setup. But this slide will be going to a new home, and the new slide will complete this pistol. And once again, Mr. Holster is right. Mr. Holster, Joey is always in your I Heart Club. Well, not always. That, believe it or not, was last comment, but now that I've restarted the video camera, I have no idea exactly where we are. I am going to hit the reload button and see who is in the I Heart Club. Nobody. That's weird. I know Mr. Holster is going to rip me a new one for not finishing this, but I'm going to take this with me and go edit this. I want to say thank you to ATF Sucks for the Sharp Maker from Spyderco, the Charade folding knife, the tourniquet in the tourniquet holder that can be mounted to, you know, your stock is a good idea, and for providing the second red dot. So now there is one on the rifle, and now there is one on the pistol. And Bulwark 1911, my friend, thank you. I think this is awesome, and I tell you, Kigo's chili. I tell you, and if nothing else, if you think about it, not only do you have this for your personal use, but you could use this as a defensive weapon. I couldn't even imagine what it would be like to get those the Reaper pepper dust that I got from Mark at JoJo's. If you threw that into somebody's eyes, I don't think there's a chance they are going to continue with whatever they were doing to fuck with you. And 4 different, I mean, I have actually not tried the scorpion pepper yet, but I have one of the things that Mark gave me was a Reaper, scorpion Reaper pepper. So, and of course, last but not least, again, thank you to the guys up at Best Buy for making an absolutely fantastic experience out of having to have a refrigerator delivered. Very professional, very great guys. When I get their names, I plan on thanking them personally. But for right now, I can thank Scott for a great conversation and making sure that the powers that be are informed of what great employees they have, because that's just not a given, especially these days. Okay, guys, remember, I hope you checked out Christine's blog radio show tonight. And I'm actually gonna give Bomb in its entirety. I think I'm gonna give this a 9.5. Now, if I could have gotten, it's kind of weird because the components on their own, you know, I did give the one a pretty high rating, but I think across the board, I would have just given them all like a 9, and this guy a 9.5. It would have been nice if this had the mouthfeel, the initial sweetness, and just a tad bit more overall on the flavors. But if all I had for the rest of my life was an imperial stout that tasted just like this one, I definitely would not be upset. So a good 9.5 for the full bomb. Cheers, guys.